Climate change and mental health is a topic that has really boomed in the last few years because people are starting to see the impacts on themselves and their communities and nations around the world, where the climate crisis is raising temperatures, it's leading to more extreme climate and weather events, it's leading to breakdowns in food systems, in livelihoods, into connections to culture and land. And all of these things have big impacts on mental health and emotional well-being. And these have been hidden costs where people sort of count the impacts on infrastructures or buildings, but they haven't been necessarily counting the impacts on people. But now these impacts are being really felt around the world. We hear, as you say, that young people feel that there are things that they can do, but there's also a gap. They're not in the traditional positions of power, and there's a lot of distress from feeling that their elders have betrayed them, that the adults in power are betraying them and future generations by not acting with the required urgency to address the challenge. And they're the ones that the younger generations have contributed the least to this problem, and they're the ones living with the consequences. And that's understandably very distressing. In response to this kind of distress, we need action from leaders to address the climate crisis as the urgent challenge and emergency it is. We need to first understand what's happening around the world, learn from cultures and practices that already have solutions, and there are many different cultures and practices that already have solutions to these challenges. We need investment from governments to say, look, this is a priority. We understand that we're not going to be able to get adaptation, we're not going to be able to get resilience of communities unless we invest. And I think that awareness is rising, and the sort of mobilization of all of this amazing work and knowledge is happening, but it needs urgent investment from the highest levels of government if we're to be successful.